All right, so if you work at a nonprofit, you live and breathe your mission, right? But have you ever really, truly stopped to map out exactly how your day-to-day work connects to that huge, ambitious goal? Well, today we're diving into the one tool that bridges that gap. It's called the theory of change. And honestly, it's the missing link that can totally transform your organization's impact.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to pinpoint that missing link that so many organizations have. Then we'll get a solid definition of what a theory of change actually is, break it down into 5 core pieces, show you how to map out your own impact story, and finally, look at how you can put this thing to work in the real world. Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to start with the one central challenge that, let's be honest, every single nonprofit, big or small, has to deal with.
It seems like such a simple question, doesn't it? But it is deceptively tricky. So many organizations kind of operate on faith, you know? They just assume their good work is automatically leading to good results. But operating on a theory that's just unwritten, that's just kind of floating around in people's heads, that's a huge risk. It means you can't test it, you can't prove it, and you sure can't improve it.
Yeah, just think about a nonprofit that gives free tutoring to 9th graders. Their unspoken belief is pretty simple. Tutoring helps kids learn, which helps them get better grades, which helps them graduate. And you know what? That is a theory of change. The only problem is, it's all in their heads. The very first, most important step is just to get it out on paper.
So, if having an unspoken, implicit theory is the problem, what's the solution? Well, it's all about making that theory explicit, giving it some structure, and turning it into something really powerful. Let's get a clear definition on the books.
At its heart, a theory of change, or a TOC as you'll hear it called, is really just the story of your impact. It's the narrative, the step-by-step explanation of the causal links between what you do every day and the change you're trying to create in the world. Now, the most important word on this slide is hypothesis. I mean, really think about what that means. Your theory of change isn't some guarantee carved in stone. It's your best, most educated guess. And just like any good hypothesis from science class, it's meant to be tested, it's meant to be challenged, and it's absolutely meant to be tweaked and refined over time as you learn what's really working. So, how do you actually build one of these things? A really strong, clear theory of change isn't some vague story. No, it's built from 5 essential, super concrete components. These 5 building blocks, they are the logical backbone of your entire strategy. They take you all the way from the problem you're trying to solve right through to the long-term impact you're hoping to achieve. Let's break each one of them down. First up, the problem statement. And listen, this can't be some big, fuzzy idea like ending poverty. It has to be specific. It has to be measurable. So instead of saying, we help kids succeed, you say something like, 60% of students in the Jefferson School District don't graduate on time. See that clarity? That's your starting point. Okay, next, you have to ask why. Why does that problem exist? These are your root causes. You know, a school's low graduation rate could be caused by a dozen different things. The key here is to be really honest about which of those specific causes your organization is actually set up to tackle. You can't solve everything, so you've got to be focused. Now this is probably the most straightforward. Your inputs are just the resources you have. Your staff, your budget, your volunteers. And the activities? Well, that's what you do with all those resources. The tutoring sessions you run, the workshops you put on, all that good stuff. Okay, now this is a really critical distinction. Outputs are not outcomes. I'll say it again. Outputs are not outcomes. Outputs are just the countable results of your work. You know, we enrolled 150 students, or we provided 3,000 volunteer hours. It's important data, for sure, but it doesn't tell you if any real change happened. It just tells you that you were busy.
This is where the magic happens. Outcomes are the actual changes in skills, attitudes, or behavior. A student's GPA going up, that's a short-term outcome. More students graduating, that's an intermediate outcome. And those graduates going on to earn higher wages throughout their lives, that, my friends, is your long-term impact.
All right, let's pull this all together and see how these different pieces build a dynamic, practical map that literally tells your organization's entire impact story. You want to know a simple but shockingly powerful tool for digging down to the root causes? It's called the 5 whys. You just state your problem and then you keep asking why, like a curious toddler. Seriously, by the time you get to the fifth why, you've often blown past the surface level stuff and uncovered a much deeper, more fundamental issue.
And this is how you start to map that out. You literally draw a direct line from your activities, like tutoring, to your outputs, like how many kids you enrolled, and then all the way through the short, medium, and long-term changes you create. Each step has to logically lead to the next one. It's a chain reaction.
Now, here's the most important part of all. Those little arrows connecting the boxes on your map, those aren't facts. They are assumptions. They are the leaps of faith in your logic. You assume your tutoring fixes the academic problem, but what if the real reason kids are dropping out is because they have to work to support their families? Calling out these assumptions is how you figure out what you actually need to test and prove.
Okay, so you've put in the time, you've done the hard work, you've got this beautiful, logical document in front of you. Now what? What's the real-world payoff? What does this thing actually do for you and your team?
A theory of change isn't just some homework assignment. It's an incredibly practical, strategic tool. It guides how you design your programs, making sure you're actually doing the right things. It becomes your roadmap for collecting data, forcing you to measure outcomes, not just outputs. And maybe most importantly, it becomes the foundation for all of your fundraising and communications. I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day, right? On the left, you're just saying what you do. We provide tutoring. Okay, great. But on the right, you're explaining why you do it. You're telling this powerful story that connects your daily work to a specific root cause and a much bigger vision. Now, really, which one of those do you think is going to be more compelling to a donor? And please, remember this. This is not a document you create one time and then shove in a drawer forever. The most effective, highest impact organizations treat their theory of change like a living, breathing document. They come back to it every single year. They ask the tough questions. What did we learn? What data proved our assumptions right? And where were we totally wrong? And then they adapt.
And that really brings us to the final, most critical question you can ask yourself. Having a theory of change fundamentally shifts your organization's entire mindset. It moves you from just being focused on executing a plan to being focused on intentionally learning and getting better. It's the difference between just being busy and being truly built for impact. So, which one is your organization?